Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. So guys, the video you are about to watch explains everything about the budget. Of course, we never even believed in any budget. It's not even this particular uh, budget presentation by the president. It has always been, because they always make budgets. These politicians they always make a budget for themselves, not for Nigerians, because every Nigerian uh, fend for himself or herself. So all this budget of a thing is not really none of our business, because it does not really affect us positively. It is always about them and about them alone. And coming again that this present administration still repeating the same thing, and coupled with the fact that it's just all about taxation, taxation, and taxation. Nigerians will be the one that will still pay to fund the lifestyles of these politicians. So there is no job done for this present administration to be presenting this kind of a budget again. From what we've been complaining before, somebody will come and tell you, oh, it has been before. Then if it has been before, then why are they repeating the same thing that they have condemned or blamed people over the time? Now you are repeating the same thing. At the end of the day, it is we Nigerians that will still bear the whole thing. The budget is just for them to to be moving here and there. It's not going to benefit us in any way. So guys, I would like you to listen to this explanation by one of these opposition party or one of these Nigerian. You will understand better what we are talking about. We need to be open-minded. Whether you support them or you don't support them, you are the one that will still pay in one way or the other, and you are not going to benefit anything from it. Just stay tuned.
First of all, I would say that President Buhari is the most, is he the luckiest leader Nigeria have ever had in terms of getting away with funny things he does, getting away with incompetence, getting away with, impunities and rascality. I saw him at the chamber reading the documents they gave to him. Let me say this, and let me say this very clear. For us in the opposition, the budget presentation that the president did, even the content of that document, we describe it in one sentence. That is the 2020 budget is as heavy as a travel bag, but empty in substance. Nothing is in. Look at the budget presentation of close to 11 trillion. 2.4 trillion will be borrowed. 2.something trillion will be debt servicing. So 4 trillion, we don't even have it. I get him, it's gone. Now you're talking of a budget that you're going to now realize almost 40% of the funding from, futuristic taxation. Now the president, even without enabling the legislation, has insulted Nigerians more with that budget document by inserting the 7.2% increment in VAT, a subject matter that is still contentious, for which we in the opposition is going to court. Suddenly he smuggles in it because he thinks he's a law unto himself. That's why he said, oh, I've started taxing you people. So part of the money that I will use to fund the budget will come from the intended plan to increase the VAT. This is the same man who weeks ago said he wants to reduce the suffering of Nigerian people. Now he has increased the suffering. People are paying all sorts of taxes. But let me ask you, how come after all the claim that his fight against corruption has succeeded, that he has plugged all the loopholes, meaning that we have more money, right? After all the talk that he made recovery from people who looted money, after all the talk that he has plugged all avenues of revenue leakage, the nation is broke. But there's only one thing, and I keep saying that Nigerians don't want to listen to it. President Buhari is incompetent. You cannot have a leader who sees every money, does not know what happens in government. People are around in job men everywhere. They are playing on his inability to govern, and they are making money. He thinks that whatever he's doing is working. Look at what is happening to the soldiers. Are you not seeing the videos? Are you not seeing what's happening in the war front? The Boko Haram people are getting more sophisticated. Bandits have taken, for the first time in Nigerian history, bandits have become part of our security problem. They have taken a greater part of the country. Local crimes are all over the place, kidnapping, even right here in Abuja. Because the president formula, whether it's in insecurity, whether it's in corruption, whether it's in electoral reform, whether it's in politics, is not working because the man has nothing good to offer. Politics goes beyond mere rhetoric and talking. He can talk. but he does not have the capacity to execute. You can steal a presidential mandate, like we say, but he cannot see the capacity to govern. He should give way, let the nation move forward. He's suffering the people. The budget, let me say, is dead on arrival. It is unrealizable. It is a heavy travel bag that is empty in substance. There's nothing inside it. Because now you're talking of a capital project that is less than 3 trillion. So less than 3 trillion is what you will use to pull out almost over 70 million people out of poverty. It's a joke. He knows it will not work. So even at with the 11 trillion budget, part of it has gone to borrowing, part of it is going to debt servicing, part of it is going to all sorts of things, the chop and chop, and then 3 trillion or less than 3 trillion will be used to provide infrastructure that will engineer growth. That's a joke. And then when you see him constituting a presidential economic panel, whatever they call it, I think he should know that this panel thing doesn't work. It's about leadership. It's about somebody that is at the head. He disbanded the Osibanjo panel. He constituted a panel that he didn't even put Osibanjo. That one suits Osibanjo. It's not even our business anyway. But at the end of the day, will President Muhammad Buhari have the ear to listen to the advice of the economic team? What about all the economic teams and all political teams, electoral, all the things he composed? What impact has that got to do with Nigeria? Inflation, economic crisis, insecurity, terrorism, banditry, electoral reform that has collapsed, all under him. And now the judiciary is also facing his threat also. We are not fighting to have our way. We are fighting to have the way of the country. We are fighting to have law and order. We are fighting to have merit. We are fighting to have decency. We are fighting to have fair play. And it's not about opposition. Everybody benefits from it when we get to institutionalize that. Why is the president tampering with sacred things in the country just because he wants to remain in office? I will borrow his words, the same language he used in describing the judgment of the court in 2007. That dubious ruling of the appeal court is a dubious ruling because that's what he used, and I want to borrow his words because it's a dubious ruling. Now, they know that what they have is a dubious electoral victory and a dubious ruling. And now they are panicking. Asking, why is it that they don't want the 7 justices of the Supreme Court to sit? Those guys are eminently qualified. Those guys are not answerable to both PDP or APC. Those people will not be willing to collect bribes from them. So that's why they want to disband them and pick Mr. A, Mr. B to come and sit in the panel. And we're saying, if you do that, we'll not have confidence in the panel. And that will destroy the integrity of the Supreme Court. And if that's what you want Nigeria to experience, so be it. Because we will not keep quiet and allow it because we have respect for the Supreme Court. Then you go into the Supreme Court and you handpick your friends and allies and then we'll clap for you. All the justices of the Supreme Court are eminently qualified. But the question I ask you, why now? Why is the President Muhammad Buhari, after a history and a tradition that the country have used since 1979, come this evening and then want to handpick members of the panel that will sit on the presidential appeal of Atiku Abubakar through the CJN? We say no to that because you know the circumstances upon which the CJN emerged. And because of that, we in the opposition cannot trust the CJN, the current CJN, handpicking the membership of that panel. And that's why we're opposing the composition of that panel. And we're serious about it and we'll fight this battle up to next week. Whatever it takes, we are ready for it. So if the CJN have any respect for the institution of the judiciary, the best thing to do right now is to allow the order of seniority so that we can have our confidence and be able to come before him and adjudicate.
So guys, you've heard it all from this gentleman. But what are we going to do? It has always been from the beginning. It is not now. But where is the change that they are talking about now? But Nigeria will still bear the whole thing. Nigeria will still pay for it, and Nigeria will still suffer for the whole thing. Budget from beginning has never been masses friendly. It has always been pain, and the citizens are just tired and fed up. And these guys are really taking advantage of the docility of the people, and now they are trying to clown down on people, not to be able to say anything, and they were even rejoicing. They were all rejoicing. See all the senators jumping from pillar to post. They were clapping hands. They were clapping hands because this is a food for them. It has always been the ones in the Ninth Assembly. You know, that is their own turn to be able to get their own national cake. But just very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.